Okay, it's 6 a.m. The trailer just dropped. We're gonna watch it together. Here we go. This is big. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yep. Ooh. Two professors. There they are. Oh, Quaxley got style. Oh my gosh. New Pokemon. Doing some sort of charge up. Power of science. 4-player co-op. Oh my gosh. The trainers are so cool looking. Oh, yes. Creeping. Legends Arceus style. Wait, so how's the catching? That was tough to... Oh, little pig. Wait. I want to see its name. Still trainers out in the wild. Okay. Oh, Pokemon centers are just like out there exposed. They're like food trucks. Poke trucks. They're just trading in the middle. You can just trade? Okay, open world. Okay, Gengar. Different gym type locations. This must be the legendaries. Yep, now we went to a CG trailer. Deep in the earth. Beneath. Or, okay, up at the top. What is that? A jetpack Pokemon? A wheel Pokemon? Oh yeah, the dude on the left. I'm sorry. Scarlet. Giving me major How to Train Your Dragon vibes. Okay, those are some fancy looking box arts. November 18th, baby. Let's go. But there's more. And that's it. What was that at the end? Okay, we got to go through this bit by bit. I have mixed feelings about that trailer. Okay, so that was really interesting. And I don't feel like we saw as much as we did with Sword and Shield. They're keeping things still under wraps. All right, we've got these two different sigils here, our Scarlet and Violet. And they do give a lot. These guys in particular, Professor Sada and Professor Turo. Okay, so those are the two. Sada, maybe? Sada, Sada. Professor Sada from Scarlet, Turo from Violet. Another look at the three starters in-game. And I gotta say, Quaxley gives the best impression to me. Like, I like the other two a lot. Fuecoco looks just like a hungry boy. I know that's good appeal too. Right, that orange and him are just really vibing. But Quaxley looks stylish. This girl here also, the trainers look really good this time. Like, I think they have just a nice art style for the trainers. There's a lot of variety. There's a lot of personality. This little guy is really cute and really fun as well. It's giving me Kirby vibes. Like, Fire Pikachu Kirby vibes. A cool, unique Pokemon. We don't get the name for this one. Now this is interesting because he says the power of science is amazing. And this makes me think that science is going to factor heavily into the main plot line, the main story, perhaps even the motivation for the opposing team and for whatever villain or villainous source is in the game. And then he says you can connect with friends, you can head on adventures together, and I think this is the biggest reveal of the whole trailer. The 4 at a time, 4-player co-op is kind of the big feature. Now, if you remember, if you saw my video yesterday, predicting this and kind of talking about expectations, I said I wouldn't be surprised if the big feature was the open world. And they kind of proved that here by showing that, hey, instead of showing like Dynamaxing or Mega Evolutions, we're going to show a mechanic as 4-player co-op. They don't really make clear exactly how this works, except that they show 4 trainers diverging into 4 different paths. Now, 4-player co-op, where you can play together, this implies that you'd all have your own system because of the 4 different directions, but that 4 people can meet up in the same world. So I'm seeing this occur as like a server-based thing where 4 players can kind of jump in to the same game and exist and partake and play at the same time. Not a massive open world, but a 4-player experience. But you can still kind of go wherever. So if you picture like Lego Star Wars, where you're stuck to a screen that kind of, it like slices as you go, right? Or like a Lego game, this seems like it's going to allow you to have more flexibility. Now this is interesting because she is creeping real time as we see in Pokemon Legends Arceus. She is approaching these Pokemon in a similar fashion. Same looking animations, similar style. But what's interesting is she gets so close as to touch the Pokemon, and then we see the animations begin, okay? So this makes me think catching is not real time, because if you look, she approaches the Pokemon here, she's not throwing the ball at, or making any like beginning to cock back here. Approaching, nearly touching, and that's when we get the animation, the call, and then we see from this angle a Pokeball being thrown. So I do not think catching is real time as in Legends Arceus. It seems like catching is encounter based as in mainline games. So it seems like it's some sort of hybrid between approach, find them, and then catch. But there's no battle that precedes the catch. I'm not sure if they cut that out or why they're showing that. Now, this dude comes and finds this large-nosed Pegly. It's Lechonk. And hang on, I want to go back and show you. This looks like a very, like, it's got a very retro vibe to the UI. And I'm even going to hide myself for a second here. Doesn't it kind of give you a retro-y feel? But the dynamic background is interesting. We are right where we saw him. And Lechonk he is a chonker, that's for sure. He's going to evolve into Big Chonk, probably. Lechonk uses a tackle. So the actual battle animations and system does seem very... Not much has changed there. I mean, there could be new mechanics, there could be new stylings, but they're not showing it off here. And that's kind of where I go back to my initial thought that, like, this trailer, it still leaves so much hidden. All right, we have a trainer that is approached, seen, spotted, brings out a recurring Pokemon. Now, they're meeting up. They went to 2 different locations, and so this is interesting, right? She kind of goes to this underground, he goes to this snowy region, and then they meet up at this outdoor Pokemon Center. There's an interesting banner here. There's 3 icons, okay? So we have the Pokemon Center icon in the center, and it looks like there are 2 employees. So these are like, there's little tables outside, and it seems like these are going to be your Pokemon Center's Pokestops, at least out in the open world. I don't want to call it wild area because I think that's betraying the size and scope of this game. And there still might be traditional Pokemon centers in town. We don't see any cities. So this is very, very interesting. They get close and they then make a trade using, what are they using? So he activates something on his, okay, I thought it was a device, but it's actually just his hands. I thought maybe he had like a special unique Pokedex, but it's just his hands here that he's activating this trade. The Pokeballs go in the air, they make their swap, and I think that's showing that you can do in-field trades, maybe without any complications, without anything long-term. You can kind of just, maybe there's even a way to like activate trade mode, toss your Pokeball, and go. I hope that there's a lot of like actual uses where, okay, if we can't toss our Pokeball to catch Pokemon in real time, I hope that you can real-time trade, or that there's more real-time actions and mechanics that take place out in these fields, because it seems like that's going to be a big section of the game. We get some unique environments here. We don't get a look at really any in-town locales. Now, I'm sure there's going to be in-town locales. This is our closest glimpse, okay? So they're really holding a lot back. I wonder if Pokemon is going to have a follow-up Pokemon Presents, if Scarlet and Violet are going to, in fact, cross the line and take place in Nintendo's big Gym Direct. So we see this Pokemon gym here it's surrounded by a ring of flowers. Now this is reminiscent of the ring of the different Pokemon types that we saw in the first trailer. This right here is 2 flags. It kind of seems to be indicating a gym out in the wild to me. Like maybe there are some gyms that are in towns and cities in major locations, and this one is like kind of out in the wild. This seems to be a tower of sorts. That sounds like giving me Breath of the Wild vibes. This ground gym here, this fighting gym, is kind of more out and about. Pikachu and you go. There's no indication really of gym structure, how the gyms work, if you're going to be able to approach them in different orders. It really, like, from a gameplay mechanic standpoint, we get very little. We know that there's 4 player interactions. It really seems like catching and battling are going to be within encounters. And then we have a very interesting theme here. I really feel like this is wheelish. I feel like he is going to be a travel-based Pokemon. We know that the open world is going to require some Pokemon, some way to move about it quickly, probably more than just a bike. And it seems like this guy might be very rideable. Now, Violet's version is very futuristic. It's interesting because these are both dragon Pokemon. One seems to sort of pay tribute to ancient times, and one is future. And so I wonder if science and sort of future technology is going to be the central theme of this storyline. Okay, we have sort of those who are attached more to, letting things occur as they are, and the legends of lore and the ancient ways. And then we have sort of the futuristic tech. I mean, this purple Violet Dragon has a freaking jetpacks. Okay, it's got freaking jet engines by its feet here. It's floating. It's clearly going to fly across the land in a very futuristic way. They look great. I like them a lot. My initial impression is like, dude, the Scarlet guy is way better, but the Violet futuristic probably does provide a more interesting opportunity. Now, the books, I don't know how much we can read into that, but it seems to be very like tome book-ish for Scarlet and Violet. So again, I wonder if that's the tomes of ancient legend and the tomes of science kind of coming to a clash in the middle. This last scene here is interesting. We do get the November 18th date, which is kind of right where we predicted it to be, November 18th, mid-November, but before Black Friday. This is interesting. What is forming here? Something in this like ice or armor. A Pokeball comes out of it. I can't make anything out of these reflections. I don't know if you're meant to. It's very icy. Nothing is really, there's no like Pokemon shown off in the reflections, not even like a beam of light, and that is it. So the trailer is very exciting. There's also stickers. There's any? Check out those stickers. Okay. Cool. I gotta say that I think this game is looking really good, but I think this trailer could have revealed more, and I think as sort of the big coming out party for Pokemon, pre-E3 summer season, they teased it, they touted, hey, we got a new presentation, a new trailer coming tomorrow. We see the professors, we see a few new Pokemon, we see a bunch of new areas, but honestly, this feels very much like an initial teaser opening more than it does an overview. And they didn't give us a lot. Like, we're very uncertain still, structurally, mechanically. We have our arrival, we have this guy, we have our professors, and we have 4-player co-op. I guess that's the big deal. That is the big takeaway, and I do think like that is a notable, that's a big thing, but we don't really know how it works, except that it's going to be 4 players, almost positive that it's 4 separate consoles, and that you can kind of go about your ways and then trade, battle, and maybe work together in some different way, but they don't, new mechanic-wise, new gameplay-wise, we're not seeing a ton here. It's very teaserish. Do you agree? Like it seems like this could have been the first trailer. So definitely let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this trailer. Do you think they didn't give us enough? Do you think they gave us a lot? And how are you feeling about Scarlet and Violet November 18th? Are you getting excited? Are you pre-ordering? And what side are you leading based on these 2 new legendaries, kind of like science future natural evolution. Which way are you leaning? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm currently still leaning Scarlet. My initial gut reaction feels like a strong one, and I'm just super excited to see more now. I think E3 time, Nintendo's June Direct, I think they've got to divulge more. I think we know a good chunk, but nowhere near enough, and I hope that we get more soon. I hope it's not a long wait, but thank you so much for watching me, everybody. Have a fantastic day out there. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive. A great moment for the Pokemon universe. Gen 9 is here. This is it. What else is there? What is this? We gotta wait and see. Until next time, though, thanks again, everybody. Love you lots. SwitchForce out.